Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I thought I'd show you how to draw this. It's pretty cool looking, 3D dimensional. This is a difficult one. Well, it's not difficult, but it's a little bit confusing because it's hard to center a star. So I've got a 6-sided star, now I'm gonna make it a 5. That star is centered, and that there's the center of it right there if we bring in indexing line. Corel thinks that center is the X, but it's not. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take and convert this to a curve. I'm going to grab the shape tool. I'm going to select them all. Go to Windows, Dockers, and Corners. And we're going to bump this up a little bit. We want some rounded corners. Actually, we want all the corners rounded. So I'm going to select them all and go like 0.7. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Could go a little bit more. Now, I'm still in the center of the page. But if you Control D and make a duplicate and then hold down the Shift key to have it grow from the center, that's still in the center of the page. But now I need to rotate it. And so this isn't as precise as you would think. So now we're going to double click on it and move our rotation to the center of the page. And then we're going to rotate this guy around. And if you look, it doesn't look like it is. So that's the part I'm kind of like, don't worry about it. You know, it's too difficult to worry about because it isn't going to matter. So we're just going to rotate it. Try to kind of put it in the center. You could possibly, contour it and be in the center. But we're just going to go with this. Now I'm going to take the 2-point line, 3-point curve line, I mean, and I'm going to go from that node to about the center node, and then I'm just going to angle it up. Now, normally I would rotate this around, but you really can't because it's not in the center. So I'm going to go to that one and that. I'm just going to do them individually. So they're not going to all be perfect. But in the end result, if you just let it kind of pop to the same point, see, I'm just letting it pop to that edge. And when I said this was a little more difficult, it's just because normally you can rotate stuff. I mean, normally you could rotate the color and do that. That one I got a little bit off. I'm going to redo that. I need a good corner up there. There we go. It doesn't matter if it's on the outside, and you can see what I mean in just a second. Now we're going to take this, and we do kind of want a smooth corner, so I'm going to take this and delete these two lines. See, you got a little bit of a bump there, but that one's good. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Yeah, that one's good. I don't want that outside line. I'm going to call them all good. You know what? I might take this line out. So this isn't going to be perfect because we're going to smart fill every one of them in. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that same blue. I'm going to fill that in, fill that in, fill that in, fill that in. And that way you know you don't have any leaks. Then I'm going to grab the first one with the pick tool. You know, it looks like I got a leak there because I realized how big there we go. I realized how big when I wanted to interact a fill tool, how big the nodes were. So I'm just going to go across here and put a little bit of darkness on there. Now, normally this is where I would rotate it, try to do the same thing equally, but I can't really figure out a way to do it. So I'm just going to do it kind of the same all the way around. make it a little bit darker. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It could be the difference of the light shadow and everything too. Let's bring that up a little bit. You'll see what I mean in just a second. I'm just going across, putting black where the white is. I'm just going to leave that. You've got to really go back to the pick tool and pick that one again. Interactive fill, this time we're going to go up, put a little black. I'm going to call that good. One more. Going to kind of complete it. Now, I wish I would have removed the lines, so now I can grab the lines and make them disappear. That looks pretty cool within itself. I'm going to take away the indexing lines. And then you can either fill in the center, and I've still got that line right there. I'm going to nudge that away and just hit that line, and then I can nudge that back. Anyway, you can leave that alone. It'll look pretty cool. Or you can take the Smart Fill tool, like I did on the first one, and fill that in, and then grab the interactive fill tool. And this one I would suggest doing a elliptical and putting dark in the middle, and then bring this in. And it just kind of makes it look like it's falling into that hole. And it just kind of makes it stand out. Anyway, kind of a fun project. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.